Okay, now this next comic loves stress eating, cutting his own hair, and his favorite rom-com is Terms of Endearment. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Joaquin Martinez!
Hello. Yes, this is what I look like. I always get a lot of confused faces when I get called up for mics and shows because people seem to hear Joaquin Martinez. They've got the like flamenco guitar playing in their heads, and then so yeah, those of you that didn't know before, Mexicans do come in different colors. It's the GOP's worst nightmare. We're disguising ourselves as youth. We're infiltrating all your favorite spaces. We've already taken Kohl's. We're enclosing on Pier 1 imports. Someday, very soon, you'll be watching TV and you're going to hear that little familiar jingle. Red Robin. That was really just for me. Something I have noticed when it comes to being ethnically ambiguous. The white people in your life always have to try to figure out what you are so they know how to other you. But I can appreciate that there's a little variety to it, especially among the genders. Every time I meet an older white man, he goes to shake my hand and I see for a split second this little light goes out in his eye. It's like the worst ever remake of Inside Out, where it's just a cartoon panel of adorable little bigots. Well, his eyes don't open all the way, so he could be Japanese, or he could be stoned. He's kind of swarthy, but his skin is white. Build a wall! I don't know if it's better or worse that white women seem to be more upfront about it. Comment I've gotten a lot in my life is, like, I can tell you're not white, but like, I don't know what you are. Joaquin, that's so unique. You must not be from around here. Pretty sure my family's been here longer than yours, but okay. It's weird. Like, okay, here's the thing. We're all guilty of making assumptions. I've done it. I tried flirting with a coworker who I thought was gay, and it turns out he just had a speech impediment. Not my proudest moment. But we learn. We have teachable moments for a reason. We learn to be better. And it's like, okay, you come from a small little cow town, you've never met a Mexican before, you think we're just this little race of squatty brown house elves that shot up out of the dirt, eager to mow your lawns and raise your kids. I can teach you about history and culture, and you'll learn, and we're all better for it. There are certain people you just kind of expect to know better, though. Like my HR manager. Very nice, sheltered white lady. Had to force some small talk because of this work situation, and she had just come back from her vacation colonizing some tropical island. Had a very beautiful copper tone tan. Then I comment, look, I'm really jealous. Like, I don't tan very well. Side note, do we have any other Latinos here? All right, cool. So I'm gonna have to explain this to literally all of you. I am what's known as the güero. That means in every Latino family, there is one cousin, or primo, if you will, who is biologically incapable of producing melanin. Guess who drew that genetic bingo ball? We come once in a generation, so we're like both the Slayer and the vampire combined. Where was I? So, and I tell her, look, yeah, so I can't really tan. And she's like, well, are you full Hispanic? I don't know, Carly, are you full dipshit? She was not a bad person. She's a very sweet, like, open-minded person. This could be a teachable moment. I could teach her about culture and history and the fact that Mexican is not a race. And we could all learn something and be better. But I was just a little dumbfounded by the logic that I must not be full Hispanic because I can't tan, while her green-eyed, blonde-haired Germanic ass is standing in front of me about 3 shades darker than my dad ever gets away with at the airport. There's a flaw here. And finally, I just kind of said, yes, I'm totally Latino. So I just needed to walk away in that moment. There's a moment where I was just like, this could be good for both of us, but I just needed her to be wrong. I'm a lot like CNN, the Huffington Post, where like, you know I'm on the right side of history, but like I'm not about making some shit up to prove my point. I have been feeling kind of sick since this morning. Actually, I received an invite to my 10-year reunion. Turns out a lot of people in my hometown didn't know you can leave. And so now I've got these people bugging me like, are you gonna come? It'll be so much fun. You can see all your old friends. Like, there's no polite way to tell people you've kept in touch with everyone you wanted to. I've seen, you know, when I go back home to visit my family, I run into them at the store, because everyone's at the same fucking Walmart. It's the size of a city block, it's fucking huge. And I ran into this one dude, and we never really got along very well. We tolerated each other sometimes. I understand, he didn't really like me very much because I was super liberal and he was very conservative. I was very brash and outspoken and he was an easy target. And he's like, hey, it's good to see you. Out there living the dream, huh? You know, it's great. I kind of figured you'd be in rehab or jail by now. And I thought you'd be a depressed alcoholic mall cop with a frigid wife. But he showed me he's a depressed alcoholic lawyer with a frigid wife. A little overachiever. What a fucking loser, right? Out there with his degree, and his career, living above the poverty line. I'm very inappropriate. I just kind of have this problem with boundaries where, like, I don't have any. So, while I was helping an older gentleman at work the other day, he stops me and is like, oh, thank you. You're a big fella. I bet you played football in high school, huh? I said, no, sir. I was too busy getting penetrated. Which, of course, was a lie. I didn't actually become sexually active until my early 20s. Turns out most college guys don't want to fuck a freshman with a doll collection. I'll end on this because it is Pride. What do you call a gay anti-vaxxer? A stupid faggot. Thank you.